Unlike recent games in the series, Call of Duty Ghosts avoids losing itself in its own cinematic ambitions. It tells a lean, straightforward story that throws you into plenty of spectacular situations, but with the breathing room to soak it all in and the freedom to take things at your own pace. Combined with the outstanding new Extinction co-op mode and an abundance of clever refinements to competitive multiplayer, Call of Duty Ghosts is both a refreshing and thoroughly enjoyable entry in the blockbuster shooter franchise. The story centers on a military outfit called the Ghosts, an enigmatic Tier 1 task force with a penchant for lethal efficiency and sweet skeleton masks. The whole thing feels like a geopolitical Mad Lib, but free from bewildering plot twists or gratuitous shock and awe moments, it succeeds as a catalyst for the game's whirlwind tour through one exciting encounter after another. And exciting they are. Call of Duty Ghosts features a terrific collection of shootouts and set pieces. It doesn't reinvent the series' familiar formula, but it does gleefully tug at the boundaries. There are huge, fully drivable vehicle levels, like an attack on a South American missile launch center by tank, and a raid on an offshore industrial facility by helicopter. There's a subdued scuba mission with a gorgeous sense of atmosphere and sharks that are every bit as threatening as the men with guns. And at one point, you even go into outer space and float from one piece of debris to the next, as you aim for that one headshot that's going to make an enemy's helmet decompress with a gruesome hiss. But whether it's huge vehicular play spaces or something more tightly scripted, the unifying theme to all of that is that the combat is free to stand on its own two legs. You rarely feel like you're being strapped into a loopy cinematic roller coaster ride. It all adds up to a campaign that hits the familiar rhythms of the series, but in a more varied and generous way. Sure, there are a few missteps. The game just sort of forgets about your canine companion after a few early missions, and your AI squad mates have a terrible habit of walking in front of your gunfire as though you don't exist. But those issues aside, this is an impressive campaign that uses the series' winning formula as more of a roadmap than a shackle. Things get quite a bit crazier in the new Extinction co-op mode. It's a journey that takes you through the backwoods and small-town streets of rural America. But the twist is that you're not fighting human enemies, you're fighting aliens. The way these enemies scurry up buildings and burst out of the ground changes the dynamic in a monumental way, as their animalistic behavior is far more imposing and unpredictable than your average foot soldier. It's an ambitious combination of tower defense, Borderlands, and Left 4 Dead. There's a class system that lets you play complementary roles, an in-game skill tree to beef yourself up on the fly, an economy that encourages unique twists on teamwork, like pooling your money together for attack choppers, and the ability to run off and go scavenging for hidden goodies like weapon attachments. None of these things are terribly groundbreaking on their own, but the way Extinction blends them all together with Call of Duty's frenetic action creates an outstanding co-op experience. This is Call of Duty venturing as far outside its comfort zone as it ever has, and the payoff is immense. A more familiar experience can be found in Ghost's competitive multiplayer. The frantic pacing and close-quarters encounters are every bit as enjoyable as they've ever been, augmented by new ways of negotiating cover, such as the contextual lean and running slide abilities. And there's a weighted perk system that lets you carve out your own style much more easily, while still maintaining a great sense of balance. Further refinements and additions broaden Call of Duty's competitive landscape in some very fun ways. Being able to create your own customized multiplayer characters adds a nice touch of personalization, and the new Squads mode takes the idea one step further by letting you and your friends battle your teams of customized characters to level up the entire team in one fell swoop. Squads may tread eerily close to the realm of virtual pet trainer, but it's a testament to how deep the competitive well has become. Deeper still is the collection of new game modes, highlighted by the frenetic American football-style action of Blitz, and the desperate Hunger Games-like fight for survival that is Hunted mode. These are only a few of the new game modes, but each one adds a devilish new wrinkle that takes an already exceptional collection of multiplayer options and expands them that much further. From an exuberant campaign full of spectacle and variety, to the way Extinction's unpredictable aliens force you to use those targeting skills in entirely new ways, Ghost strikes a great balance between the familiar and the novel. This is a game that's keenly aware of the series' strengths, but doesn't find itself beholden to them. No matter what standard you apply, Ghosts is a terrific first-person shooter.